Hey, welcome members to the channel. Welcome to the Good, the Bad, the Awesome, to your members only video where we're going to do a special unboxing just for you guys. So first of all, thank you so much for being a member, but we're going to take a look at the second of the duo of I like to call them the Bash Brothers, but we had Runamuck and now we got Runabout. And so the Runamuck is public. Anyone can view it. It's already out. Now Runabout, this is for you all and you all alone. Nobody gets to see these two together except for my members. So let's go do it. Welcome to the members only video, where only you as members get exclusive content of all things pop culture. And so today we got one, and it is number 2 of the Partners in Crime, and this is X-Transbots Fury, aka Runabout. So if you watched my public video, we have Runabout that we did, and now we are doing Runamuck. So this is cool. So you put them together like this and you see that background, so that's really cool. So Runabout and Runamuck here. So I can't wait to be able to get the brothers together. The only way you get to see them together is being a member, and so this is where you all get to shine. And so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the box on this guy. So there it is in the front. Love the overall black aesthetic of Runabout. There's the side. It has this: straight roads are for fast cars, turns are for fast drivers. It's sweet. And then we got basically his stats and this G1-esque pretty much artwork. Then back here, picture of Ironhide, and then right here, just this really cool thing here. So let's do this. Let me go ahead and get him out of the box for our pleasure. So we'll do that here. Really, just kind of, first of all, we'll do it in real time here because I want y'all to see and experience the juiciness of Fury here. But just wanted to say again, thank you so much for your membership, for your support. Your support keeps this channel going. I get to count on you guys every month to at least give me some dinero to keep this going well here. And so here we go. We got everything that's in here. I love that it's in this styrofoam. I know it's not environmentally friendly, but still reminds me of the old school days. And oh baby, this thing looks freaking gorgeous. I mean, just look at it. Look at it. It's beautiful. Let me put the styrofoam back in the box before I drool over everything here. But that is freaking amazing. And so before we get into the car, let's take a look at some of the accessories. So you get his gun right here, really cool. It looks the same as almost as Runamuck's gun. Oops, sorry. So there's Runamuck's gun right there. So you got the black and the red, you can kind of see right there. Then you get the inside this, you get the instructions. So let's pull that out. And I'm pretty sure, I bet you they transform just about the same. I would assume so, since they're pretty similar cars. Maybe they transform different, but there is the instructions. This is the really nice instruction book. Then you get this card right here, and then you get this guy, and you can tell he's gone through the quality assurance here, but I love this dark gunmetal kind of gray with these red windows. That is darn right sexy, folks. That is beautiful. I am impressed. This is my second X-Transbots, my first one being Runamuck that we did publicly, but this is my second one. And again, this feels good. It feels really good in the hands. And down here you can kind of see the robot all put together, but love the fact it does roll. Feels real good. From a size standpoint, what you're looking at is about almost close to 6 inches. Now, one of the things I noticed, this back little red area, it's kind of popped up. I don't know if that tabs into something, but that's kind of just annoying right there. I don't know if you can kind of see that, but yeah, it's just not wanting to stay flush, and so maybe that's just in the transformation. And then of course with the sticker here, what you would do is you'd use some like Goo Gone and stuff like that to kind of get that off and get all the stickiness. But just loving the detail about this guy. Again, I don't think these lights come up. That would have been cool if those lights came up. Love that has the windows here. And there's the tail lights. This just looks good. I love it. This screams 80s, doesn't it? Just screams, I love the 80s. 80s fight back. So let's put him down here. We're going to bring the camera down a little bit. And, well, I guess I should do this so you can see him. So there's the top, the side, the bottom, the side, the front, the back right there. So, but let's bring in his brother from another mother. They're just partners, the Bash Bros, I like to call them, right there. So if you look at them, it looks like Runabout's just a hair, maybe not a hair bigger. Right there at the point, they all kind of flush, but it looks almost like he's bigger. But that's them together right there. You can kind of see just what they look like, and it's so cool to have these two. These are like little known characters here, and so that's what's cool, is that that they made bots based off these like lesser known characters. Now I do have the G1 version of Runabout. Let me bring him out here. I'm gonna get in my little box. Now he's a little messed up. His spring sprung a little bit, so I can't keep him together as well. But there he is. Come on. Boom, 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 boom. It just likes to. Probably just need to duct tape it together. But there they are together, so you can kind of see what they look like from the G1 toy versus this masterpiece level toy there. So, but yeah, and then we'll let them transform here, and we'll show you that in robot mode here in just a little bit. But that is him in a nutshell. This is, again, core class Bumblebee from a size standpoint, where you can kind of see that there. But let's do this. Let's get him transformed. I'm going to take some pictures first of him just for product shots, and then we'll get him transformed into his bot mode and compare him with his brother. All right, members, here he is transformed into his robot mode. And this one is my favorite of the two. I think Runabout looks so much better than Runamuck. I mean, they both look similar, but I like Runabout's colors so much better. And I don't think I told y'all how I got this. This is actually, I got this through a win through Transformers Underground, through one of their raffles, paid for a spot, was able to win him and Runamuck and Mask Great White. So thank you, Transformers Underground. If you don't know much about them, I'll put a link down below for them, so that way you can take a look at that. But here he is from a height standpoint, same as his brother. He is going to be about 7 inches, 7.5 to the top of his spoiler. But let's bring him in for a closer look. And this is what I love about him, is his face. The red eyes and the gunmetal kind of gray with him looks really good. His head is on a ball joint, so you can move that up or down. You do get inhibited by, the spoiler back here. But transformation, pretty simple. I mean, straightforward. It's just not simple. It's pretty straightforward, just like Runamuck's, but there are a few slight differences in some of the things in the legs, and then the backpack is a big difference here because this kind of staples in. And so let me bring Runamuck in so I can kind of show you. So whereas this for Runamuck just kind of rests, this, it pegs in right here. So it just rests here for Runamuck. There's no peg, really. It just kind of goes right under there. Whereas this, there's a peg for it. So let me make you come back. You'll come back later. We'll see you again. But that's kind of a little bit on his transformation. And then, like I said, the legs, they are a little bit weird, a little bit different. And again, this I do not like. Now, my copy, the knees are super loose, and so that is a big no-no for me right there. I'll have to tighten those up somehow, but my knees are extremely loose on my copy. But yep, there he is from the front. Let me kind of rotisserie view him here. The front, the side, the back. We can turn him around. The back, and then yeah, there he is on that. So yeah, he's a little bit looser than my Runamuck here. I already got his gun in his hand, and for my Runamuck video, again, I wish his thumb was more articulated. But you have the same articulation. The head is on a swivel. The arm does come up. Doesn't quite get to the T because his little backpack does get in the way. You can go all the way around with it. You also do have the swivel at the bicep, and then the 90-degree bend there. You have the swivel here. You also have a little bit of an ab crunch, and then you do have where you can bring that leg up. Not quite 90, not quite Van Damming it, but on a ratchet there, so you can bring that, and then the knee is more than 90 degrees, and you also have the tilt, and then the on the leg, and you have the swivel at the leg too as well. Swivel. I said you have a swivel, but yeah, you do have a swivel. But that is him in a nutshell. So we'll kind of get him standing right here. And now let's bring in Brocephus, well, not brother, but his partner in crime, and we'll kind of get him standing about similar. And that's them together right there, the dynamic duo. And so to even flesh it out even more, let's bring in their G1 counterparts, and there's Runamuck, and here is Runabout on his G1 counterpart. Let's move that over here to the side, and let's see if I can scoot this back just a little bit so we can get them in frame. So there they are compared to their G1 counterparts. That's what they look like. My Runabout does not like to stay put and stay together, but my Runamuck does work perfectly. So he will always stay in bot mode, whereas if I want to play around, I'll play around with this one. But that's what they look like. I mean, from a masterpiece scale, I think they look really, really good. From a look standpoint, as far as articulation and things, they will articulate, but again, my Runabout has some looseness to them. So let me bring in a few other bots. So this is a New Age's Beachcomber, so you can kind of see how big New Age's Beachcomber is right there. And we're going to scoot back a little bit, so we're going to kind of get out of frame here with my stuff here. And then this is Studio Series Optimus Prime. Now again, they should not be as big as Studio Series right there. And then, but because they are masterpiece scale, we'll bring in masterpiece scale Prime right here, out of frame because he's so big. But that's kind of like, from a scale standpoint, this works out better than with your Chug line. These will not scale with Chug. They'll scale more with Masterpiece on that. So that's kind of what they look like. So of the two, my favorite is Runabout on that. Runamuck is built a little bit better just from a tightness in his joints, but Runabout is my favorite just because of the looks of the red and that gray color there. Transforming him, thank you MGO for the video on how to transform him, or I would have been lost using these instructions. So thank you for that. So I'll put a link to his video on how to transform these guys, so that way if you get them, you can see that. But you can pick these guys up, AliExpress, Shozy Store, TF Safari are a few of my sites I like to use that are overseas. If you're thinking domestically, TF Source, Chosen Prime are the places you want to look for these guys here on it. So let's go back to the chair and let's just tell you my final thoughts on Runabout. All right, members, let's talk about my thoughts on Runabout here by X-Transbots. And this is probably the pose that I'd like to keep him in, just kind of, you know, looks really, really cool. So my pros on this guy is I love the colors. The gunmetal kind of gray and the red, I think just really, really pop. Love the alt mode on this guy. And he transforms pretty similar to Runamuck. There are a few differences. For example, like here on the backpack, this actually tabs into here, where on Runamuck it does not. And then some differences in kind of how things come together, but mostly fairly the same in transformation. But looks really good. Now, some of my cons, my copy has some loose knees here. So it just, you know, very loosey-goosey there. So hopefully I can get something to kind of tighten that up. But yeah, my copy has some loose knees. And again, it's just some of the transformation on this thing is a little bit tricky and a little bit wonky, a little bit difficult, in my opinion. But that is the way it is for Masterpiece bots, right? They are going to be a little bit more challenging, but some of the, like, again, it just kind of just like is this floppy mess until it all just comes together. And then again, I wish, like his brother, his fingers would be more like you have articulation in the thumbs. And so let's bring in his brother. So they're not brothers, but I like to call them the Bash Brothers. There they are, Runamuck and Runabout. Kind of the poses I'll keep them in, and I think both of them together, you need to get both as the set, because you can't have one without the other. Who's going to graffiti the Statue of Liberty? Not just one of these guys, right? Let's have both of them do it. But I love the fact, I think it's ironic that these guys' battle changers are supposed to be transformed in an instant, and these Masterpiece ones did not take that instant. I had to look at MGO's transformation videos to get it right. And so, but the G1 ones do, G11s do on that. So, but that's all I got to say. I think on a scale of good, bad, awesome, I would give him a pretty awesome as well. I'm very happy with this X-Transbots bot, and I am looking forward to transforming more of these X-Transbot bots. So that is it. Again, thank you members for being a member of the channel. Hopefully you enjoyed this. This video will be exclusive to you for a couple months, and then I'll release it to the public on that. But and as we get more members onto this channel, then there'll just be members videos that's all it stays. It stays as members on that. But for right now, 2-month exclusive on these videos here for you all to watch on that. So tune in next time where I do talk about something else, good, bad, or awesome. I think my next members video is going to be Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. A Negaduck on that too as well. So I can't wait to show that to y'all. But y'all, thank you again. Y'all just remember to stay awesome, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.